Good morning. You're listening to Big Dog Country, WIFO-FM in Jesup, 105.5 FM. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
We're FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jesup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner specials. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
Are you looking for an insurance company that you can call and talk to a live person? Are you looking for an insurance company where you can walk in and talk to an agent? Are you looking for an insurance company that offers multiple companies so they can try and get you the best rate? If you said yes to any of these, then you need to call or come by O'Quinn & Associates Insurance Financial Services. We offer multiple companies so we can find the best fit for you. Give us a call at 385-1000 or stop by our office at 212 South Fair Street right here in Jesup.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. And Bob, you're back from your jet plane, right?
Yeah, glad to be back.
Okay, yeah, went up there to Virginia, balmy Virginia, right?
It's kind of cold, but they had nice weather for the wedding. So
yeah, nice weather on Saturday, but not good yesterday, huh?
Good weather Friday.
Friday's the wedding,
Yeah,
okay.
Not good weather Saturday or Sunday. So.
Was the flight rough coming back then? Or is it okay?
Not too bad.
Yeah, it's not that far from Virginia to Jacksonville. Where'd you go to Savannah?
The Dulles Airport's just a madhouse. It's so big. You got to take a shuttle to get out to the plane.
Oh, yeah,
crazy,
it's huge. Yeah, it is absolutely huge.
It's a lot easier.
The few times that I've been into Washington, D.C., luckily I've been able to, I would say every time except for one, landed at Reagan.
I like the Jacksonville Airport. It's easy to get in and out of.
Yeah, easy to get out of Jacksonville, just like Savannah, and a lot better than something like, the Atlanta, or Chicago or Washington with the Dulles Airport there. But Reagan's a lot smaller, easier to get in and out of, but Dulles Airport is absolutely huge.
My niece said if she knew that all she had to do is get married for South Carolina to beat Clemson, she would have done it 5 years ago. They didn't leave for their honeymoon until Monday, so they stayed around and watched the South Carolina Clemson game Saturday.
Okay, that's right. She graduated there, right?
They were ecstatic. So
I bet
a lot of Carolina fans up there ecstatic that South Carolina finally beat Clemson.
Finally beat them.
8-year drought.
8-year drought, huh? Man.
Crazy weekend in college football.
Crazy weekend.
Michigan just beat the living daylights out of Ohio State.
At their home. At the shoe. Just that second half, they just knocked them all over the place, just smash mouth football. And, some of the comments that I've heard since then, some of the Michigan players said they could look across, as the second half went on and on, they could look across the football field there and see the Ohio State's heads just kind of, hanging down. And they just figured they'd just keep up with that smash mouth football and they just whip them up on them like they did last year.
LSU lays an egg at Texas A&M.
Didn't they?
3 losses, so... if you want an SEC championship ticket, you can get a real cheap ticket. You want Louisiana LSU fan, and they're giving them away. They're not coming.
They're not coming? Well, they still have a chance to win the SEC championship. I mean, they won't get
3 losses. They're going to have 5 losses. They're going to lose Saturday, and then they're going to lose the bowl game. So much for Coach Kelly. 3 weeks ago, they were singing his praises. I never liked the guy. Didn't like him at Notre Dame. Don't like him at LSU. Just don't like him.
Speaking of Notre Dame, they got beat by USC this weekend. USC move it up to the top 4.
Yeah. Be interested. The 4 teams are tomorrow. C2's 5 and 6. Ohio State's still crying. They should be still in the playoff picture with just 1 loss, but now they don't play for the Big Ten championship.
They don't play for the Big Ten, and they got whipped. It wasn't like they lost by 2 or 3 points. They got whipped.
And looking at their resume, the only other big one they've got is against Notre Dame. Notre Dame has got 3 losses, but I don't see Ohio State getting in.
Yeah, they got whipped. They got whipped at home.
Right now, the 4 teams are easy. It's Georgia, Michigan, TCU, and Southern Cal, but they still got to play championship weekend, and everybody knows what happens on championship weekends. Crazy things happen.
Stuff. So. All kinds of crazy
It'll
stuff.
Be interesting. Goodness, Georgia Southern won that double overtime game.
Isn't that something? Way to go, Eagles!
It was a wild game. Georgia Southern and App State. It was an entertaining game.
Yeah, lots of points there, a lot of excitement, ups and downs, and the Eagles, Georgia Southern pulls it out there at the end with that second overtime victory. So way to go, Eagles. Good season. Now they're bowl eligible. It'll be interesting to see what bowls offer for them to come.
Georgia's got to play a lot better than what they've been playing the last couple of weeks to win the championship.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about that. I think
very well.
They showed that the Tech score there. They said that was the first time that Tech had not Tech, but the first time that Georgia's been scored on a touchdown in the first quarter this year. And so they got to start turning on all afterburners right here, all 8 cylinders as they get ready for the championship game and then the Final Four.
It's a 12 noon game. I said Georgia never plays good at 12 noon. So those players aren't hitting curfew. They're out partying, having a good time. 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
They're not out partying. The coaches.
Yes, they are. Anybody thinks they're not. It's just
they take them to a different. The coaches take them to a special motel. And put them there. They've always done that. They take them to a motel. Well, at least they did.
Don't know the stories about Jake Scott and breaking curfew and all that. I mean, these players have been breaking curfew.
Vince used to take them to one at 5 Points, and I know that that during the 90s they took them to one there on close to downtown. They take them all one motel, one hotel.
12 noon game's not a good time for Georgia to play.
Yeah. It used to be that all the time, 12 or 1 o'clock. Remember that? Usually 1 o'clock, you drive up there, see 1 o'clock, and then you get back home that same day. Kickoffs were at 1. But now television dictates what times games are, and you never can tell when they're going to be. But, I agree with you. Georgia has to kick it into a higher gear, which I think they can, and do that. And so, go Dogs, SEC championship game. What time is kickoff? 3:30, you said?
I think so. I said 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock? 4 o'clock kickoff? Okay. 4 o'clock kickoff this Saturday.
That's right, 4 o'clock.
All right.
Should be a fun day Saturday.
Yep. They say that even if Georgia and Michigan loses their championship games, they still will get into the Final Four. But you don't want to go in there like we did last year. But we ended up beating Alabama again and winning the championship last year. But TCU, they did really good on Saturday. I mean, they
look good.
And they said that I think didn't they play Iowa State or something like that? Yeah. That they had one of the top 10 defenses in the nation, and TCU just scored all kinds of points against them.
They're definitely taking advantage of the opportunity. I said opportunity knocks for TCU, and they're taking advantage. So
yeah,
they look good.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see who all yells and screams to get in that 4th spot. And I said Ohio State's lobbying that they need help. So the key is what happens if TCU loses. Is TCU's resume good enough to stay above an Ohio State or USC?
If they go undefeated, they do. Yeah, because they've been in the top 4. If they lose, that's a whole different ball game right there. So many political. I'm not political, but the football pundits said yesterday that Ohio State's out. They just you don't get whipped like that at home on a game that you were projected to win. And be able to get into the Final Four.
I've got them out. I don't see how they get in either. They're sitting there and they don't have the championship game to play. Their season's over. They just got walloped at home by their arch rival.
Yeah,
their resume doesn't look too impressive. So I don't think Ohio State's getting in at all.
And so, yeah, we'll see. You know, we got Saturday, then all good day. You said Sunday night's when they're going to pick the four, right?
I think it's Sunday night, the selection show, and then they give all the bowl selections.
Okay.
There's all kinds of projections of where teams are going to bowl. I think Georgia Tech's finally found their new coach. I saw somewhere they're getting the Tulane coach coming to Georgia Tech.
Tulane? Okay, the Tulane coach is coming to town, and the Ole Miss coach is staying home. I'm not home, but staying in Ole Miss, right?
That's what he says.
Staying right there.
Auburn hasn't made any announcement as of yet. So.
Well, he did lose to Mississippi State.
They say they're looking at Freeze, but he signed the extension, so I don't think he'll leave after signing an extension. But stranger things have been known to happen.
You never can tell. Remember when Saban was down in Miami? He said, I ain't going to Alabama. It not happening. No way, Jose. And next thing you know, he's on a plane to Tuscaloosa. Yeah.
Just don't know. Again, congrats to Wayne County Coach Jay Shaw and his staff. What a tremendous season. 10 wins. Made it to the Elite Eight. And now future looks awfully bright.
You build on what happened this year. You know, you build on it. We got a lot of great athletes coming back. We got some moving up from the freshman class, and that'll be doing real good. And you know, it'll be the second year of Coach Shaw and his coaches with their game plan in there and what they preach, and the players have bought into what they're talking about, and it's just a great season. 10 from 0-9 to 10 wins is just absolutely marvelous. And then getting to the quarterfinals. You're in the Elite Eight, you know, and you get beat by, you know, a team that's senior dominated and projected to win the state again.
I think BC's projected to win the state.
BC's going to do it? Okay.
That's who I'd bet on.
They win easily Saturday? Friday?
They won pretty easily.
Pretty easily? So BC's going to do it? Yeah.
That's who I think's going to win. Okay. Cedar-Town's been ranked number 1 all year long. So
yeah,
Cedar-Town plays North Oconee and BC plays Troop. So see how it plays out.
See how it plays out.
But BC's going to be hard to beat.
Okay, I'm sure BC at home this weekend.
Yep, they're at home.
They're at home. Okay, Memorial State, I imagine. So we'll see how they do. And, of course, you mentioned that Appleton County won, Ware County won. They're both hosting the semifinals, right?
Yeah. Appleton gets Thompson. That's a rematch of the I think they met last year in the quarterfinals. Appleton beat them in the quarterfinals. Now they meet this year in the semifinals. But the game's in Appleton County Friday night. And Ware County is just rolling in 5A. They won 35-0, so they're at home this Friday night as well over in Waycross. So
okay.
The Gators look like they're about to win a state title over there in Waycross. So, yeah, they won 35-0 over Calhoun. They host Dutchtown Friday.
Ware County's in a rolling, huh?
Yep. Dutchtown beat Mays 40-34. And the other semifinals, Warner Robins and Cartersville. Like I said, we used to be in that region.
Yeah.
We know all about Warner Robins. We know
Warner
all
Robins,
about
County, Coffee County.
Yeah, we know all about those teams. So, but where it looks like they're head and shoulders above everybody. So, they're going to be hard to beat. They host at home, and then they go to Georgia State Stadium for the championship games up there in Atlanta.
The former Brave Stadium, the former Olympic Stadium.
Right.
Yep. And so that's where the state championship's going to be this year, right? So, okay. Well, we wish all the teams in our area the best in the playoffs, which there's 2 left. You said Colquitt advanced?
Colquitt advanced, yeah.
And BC advanced. So we got several here in South Georgia that, got to pull for them South Georgia teams.
Those soccer teams go to state this weekend, so wish them the best of luck. Safe travels.
Yeah, the Wayne County Recreation Soccer team, several of them going to state.
Sites.
Yep. So 2 different sites, one up there in Danielsville, which is just northeast of Athens, and can't remember where the other one was, but we wish them the best this weekend as the recreation soccer teams, all-star teams, travel to state action. Yep, they won their districts. Now it's on to state.
A lot going on this week. Got the live nativity Thursday and Friday. Got the parade Saturday. Got the lighting of the tree Friday night. So
yeah, the Omaha Baptist Church live nativity is going to be out there at the JC Fairgrounds. It's going to be a walkthrough this year, folks. So you'll park and you go walk through and enjoy it. Omaha Baptist Church does a great job of putting that on. And once again, it'll be out there at the JC Fairgrounds, plenty of parking, and just go walk through. Not a drive through this year, but walk through on the live nativity. And you mentioned that the tree lighting ceremony is downtown Jesup. I think it's 6, I believe, if I remember.
6 to 6:45, I think.
We got Hallie coming in, I think, Wednesday to give us an update on that. I think some chamber folks coming in tomorrow to talk about the Christmas parade, which will start at 7 o'clock this Saturday night in downtown Jesup. Always a big event in downtown Jesup, the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade.
And once again, Chamber emphasizing today's the last day to get entry into that parade. So if you want to get entry in, today's the deadline. So 5 o'clock, they're going to cut it off and get ready for Saturday. It's a big event. Old-fashioned Christmas is the theme.
Okay, old-fashioned Christmas. And the USA soccer team in action tomorrow. Coverage on Fox begins at 1 o'clock, and we wish them the best. All they got to do is win. They got to defeat Iran, and they should move on to the state of the tournament. If they lose, they're out. If they win, they're in. So they did so good. The first, I would say, about first 10 minutes of the USA England game, England was giving them. They're taking them to school in soccer. Let's just put it that way. But the USA goalie there at the end of the first half did a marvelous job of getting those fingers on that ball and knocking it off, or England would have scored right there at the end of the first half. But by the second half, USA was holding their own and won and tied that exciting 0-0 game.
Yeah, we're celebrating a 0-0 game. Were you kidding me? That's what's wrong with soccer right there.
No.
Everybody's excited. Oh, 0-0. Oh,
you played
excited.
a team that was supposed to wipe you up.
0-0. How do you get excited about 0-0?
Yeah, you played a team and you tied them on a team that was supposed to beat the turkey out of you.
2 thumbs down on soccer. That's just.
Well, they don't do.
How do you get excited about a 0-0 game?
Because it may help you. You can advance to the next round if you defeat the next one.
It
wasn't boring. It was a very usually 0-0.
I was like, what are we watching this for? This is boring.
It was exciting.
How about I put some obstacles out there? Hit a thing, ring it like a pinball machine. 0-0 tie.
Yeah,
we're excited. We're celebrating.
It was an exciting 0-0 tie. Most of the time 0-0 ties are not.
How can it be exciting? It's 0-0. Nobody won.
Yeah, you played a team
it's
that
like
was
kissing
supposed
your
to be
sister
far
as a
superior
tie.
than you. Yeah,
that's just 2 thumbs down. I can't watch that stuff.
Yeah, it was.
I kept telling
very
myself,
interesting.
please change the channel. Why are we watching this?
Oh boy!
Watch the strategy. This is exciting. It's exciting.
Yeah, you
How
watch
can it be exciting?
Apparently, you don't understand soccer. If you watch the strategy of who's where, and
can we turn to a football game and see a touchdown? What are we doing? 0-0. I just can't get into it.
I know you can't, Bob.
They better beat Iran. If they don't beat Iran, they got to win.
Well, look at these
if
European teams.
If they tie 0-0, they're out.
Yeah, I know. All these European teams that are supposed to be beating all these other teams are losing.
Wales. I mean, come on, Wales.
Wales. Like I mentioned the other day, we have over 300 million people in this country. They have 3 million, just over 3 million in their country in Wales, and we tied. We got so much bigger talent pool to pull from, but that's how popular soccer is in a lot of these smaller countries. Is that's their sport. It's like our football and baseball. That's what they have.
College
soccer
football is so much more exciting. Give me the Georgia Southern App State.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Double overtime. That's exciting.
That's exciting.
That's good stuff.
Yeah,
right there.
That's exciting.
Up and down the field, people scoring touchdowns. Everybody get excited. 0-0 tie. What is that?
Well,
I can't see how they get excited about that.
Yeah. Well, as the commentator said after the broadcast, it was the most exciting 0-0 match they've ever seen.
I don't know what's exciting about it. Nobody scored.
You don't have to score for it to be exciting. It's the play. It's the strategy, If you understand soccer, you'll see the genius in what the adjustments that the USA made against England, because England was just, after the first 10 minutes, I said, whoa, England's going to win this thing. But we settled down and changed our strategy a little bit and held our own, especially the second half.
I think they should have some big, tall hoops, and if you kick it into the hoop, you get some points.
Soccer with obstacles, huh?
Exactly. Score some points.
Oh, but we wish the USA the best tomorrow, beat Iran, and move on to the next rounds. And we're talking about how the popular of the NFL and stuff like that. When Dallas played the Giants on the game of the week Thursday afternoon, Thanksgiving Day, when Dallas and the Giants played, that was the highest rated regular season football game in the history of NFL football.
NFL's got it going on, and they stay active 365 days a week. I mean, they just got something going on. It's not the season, it's the draft. If not the draft, it's the combine. It's not the combines, it's
something
trades.
else. It's
always in the news.
It's always in the news, and that they do a great job there. But the ratings for the NFL have been kind of getting diluted there because of so much else going on. But boy, Thanksgiving afternoon, Dallas Giants. I mean, the highest rated regular season football game in the history of NFL.
Three good games. Lions and Bills was a good game.
Yep. They were good games there on Thanksgiving
Day.
Day.
See these Georgia Southern kickers doing well. Tyler Bass at Buffalo and the Falcon kicker from Georgia Southern.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pronounce his name very well. Ruku Kim or something like that. But both kickers graduated from Georgia Southern, and they're both in the NFL. It's pretty impressive.
That is impressive. 2 FNL kickers. University right up the road here, 70 miles north.
Tyler Bass is a good kicker.
Yeah. Remember when he was at Southern, he did real good there. And so it'll be interesting to see what towns offer Georgia Southern a bowl game and where they may be headed. What a game against App State! I mean, that's their biggest rival, and to win like that, I mean, it had to be just exciting as I don't know what in Statesboro.
They had to have it to get bowl eligible.
That's right. They had to have it. App State was already bowl eligible, right. But of course they always want to beat Southern, like Southern always wants to beat App State. And luckily this time, Southern won. Well, Bob, anything going on news-wise this week here in Jesup and Wayne County?
Just the activities taking place. Like I said, not much going on. It's the holiday season, so governance. I said early voting. I want to encourage.
They don't have the regular. Don't they have? I mean,
it's the end of the month. It's in the month. There's no meetings.
It'll be next week. Okay.
So, but I want to emphasize early voting is extended hours, 7 to 7. Hall Richardson, again, the address is 644 North 4th Street.
Okay.
So
Hall Richardson,
emphasize that.
as it has been for the last this year. Okay, for early voting at Hall Richardson on 4th Street. Okay, and so early voting begins today. And did they ever just make a decision on the Saturday voting?
Yeah,
I know
there's a lot of counties had Saturday and Sunday voting.
Okay.
Some had Saturday, some had Sunday.
Okay.
The judge ruled they could have it.
They could have it.
Wayne County just couldn't find enough poll workers to do Saturday early voting, so they just decided to extend the hours from 7 to 7.
Okay.
But places like Chatham, DeKalb, Fulton, Cobb, all those people had Saturday early voting. A lot of them did it on Sunday.
Oh, Sunday too. Okay.
So the voting has been underway for a couple of days. But the election's a week from tomorrow. Tuesday, December 6th is election day. So just want to encourage everybody to get out and vote.
All right. Sounds good. Well, we began our Big Dog Country, WIFO FM, and Neesmith Chevy Buick GMC Cash Cam promotion today. We had our first clue given out this morning, right around 7:10, on where that cash can is hidden somewhere on public property in Wayne County. We'll repeat this morning's clue right around 12:45, then around 3:35, and then again right around 5:45, and then we'll start with a brand new clue tomorrow morning at 7:10. Tune in every single weekday and write down the clue, put them all together, then go on your treasure hunt to try to find the elusive cash can. And it's well marked. It's well marked. You'll be able to look at the can. You know it's the cash can when you find it. And then maybe someone will be walking in the door in the next few days saying, "Hey, I won. Here's the cash can."
Be a nice Christmas present. That's
Yes,
for sure.
sir. Win 1,000. It's also fun. A lot of folks just have a blast doing it. They want to win, but they have a good time trying to put the clues together to try to figure out where the cash can is hidden. And it's out there on public property somewhere in Wayne County. So just get out there and find it. Listen in every single weekday, put the clues together, figure it out, go on your treasure hunt, and maybe you'll come in first place. You'll find the can first, and you'll be walking through our front door with the can in hand saying, "Where's my check for $1,055? All right, anything else, Bob?
That's going to do it.
That's going to do it. All right, have a good day. All right, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO, brought to you by First Southern Bank, by Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates.